just going to give it a minute or two to let a few more people join, and then we'll get started with Pop Stars. Hi Margaret! Hope you're alright out there. It's actually my middle name, Margaret. Okay, hello, thank you for joining. My name's Yemi, this is Pop Stars this week, and that little bit of music you were hearing is the instrumental for what we're going to be singing today. But let's get this session started. So I just hope you're all safe and well, and we want to make sure that everyone's thinking about their health and safety when they're doing stuff at home, and particularly when it comes to singing, you just want to make sure a couple of things. First of all, if you have a sore throat or anything like that, then just sit out this session and just watch, because we don't want you to have any strain on your voice. Please don't overdo any of the stretches. I'm going to be doing some neck stretches. Just make sure you don't do anything that doesn't feel comfortable. And basically have some water with you, because it's so important to keep hydrated when you're doing a bit of singing, and just in general anyway, isn't it? So making sure that you can hear me all right. Can you hear me okay? You've got some water, and if you need a pen and paper or a pencil and paper for the lyrics that we're going to go through in a little bit, then please do get that for yourself. And just to let you all know out there that we're going to be doing Z-Art's Pick of the Week every week. So what that means, that you guys at home that are taking part in the activities, if you can record or take pictures of what you're doing for my session today, so either that could be singing the song that we learn, or maybe that could be some of the exercise warm-ups that we did, and you can do your own versions. We'll see what we come up with by the end of the session, and send it to us. Either tag it on social media under Z-Arts Community or Z-Arts Pick of the Week, or just send us a message on the Facebook page and find out how you can submit your entry, and there will be some prizes for the best ones, and this will be happening throughout all the sessions, and we'll pick the best ones. So just keep doing it every week. Even if you don't get it this week, then maybe you'll get it next week. So let's see what happens. So a nice way to start is always to tune into your breathing and get nice and calm and relaxed for the session. Hopefully you're in a comfortable place. So make sure that you start with your posture. You're sitting up or you're standing up. You could be standing. It's also great to stand when you're singing. And we'll just do some breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So let's start a bit of that. So nice long breaths. And out through the mouth. And do that a couple more times. And one more time round. Okay, feeling calm, tuning into your breathing cycle. Let's do a little bit of stretching ourselves. So just because we're sitting, we're doing music related, we're just going to do some neck stretches and shoulder rolls, just to get ourselves a little bit loose and feel a little bit more relaxed before we start these little exercises. Okay, so let's do it. Let's start with the shoulder shrugs, and we're going to go backwards. So do it 4 times. 3, 4, and forwards. 2, 3, before. And we'll do some neck stretches. So we'll just move our head to the side and to the middle and to the side and to the middle. Do that two more times. And keeping our breathing in mind as we're doing it as well. And let's do it up and down, so not stretching too much, but just up to the middle and down, to the middle, up and down, side to side. There we go. Okay, and stretch your neck around all the way. Feel it, shrug your shoulders, loosen up, shake your hands. I think we're starting to get a bit focused now. So let's get going with some breathing exercises. And the first exercise we're going to do, which we've done for the last couple of weeks, is quite a nice way to start, is some sighing and some yawning. So we're going to start activating our voices and our vocal cords a little bit with this exercise. So I'll do it first and you just join in when you feel comfortable. So I'm going to breathe in and then I'm going to sigh out, big old sigh, release all the pressure, release all anything that you've got built up, and we'll do that a few times round. You'll notice that when you're sighing, you have a natural tone, a natural note that comes out while you're doing that. Let's do that with some yawning now. It'll be even longer this time round. So we'll yawn, we'll breathe in, and then we'll yawn. We're starting to stretch out our mouth and our face a little bit as well there. Okay, one or two more times on both. So let's do some sighs. Okay, and some yawning. Now as loud as you can, pushing the energy out, projecting as much as you can, because that's what we like to do when we're singing. I'm going to switch over and put in the keyboard. And we're going to do some scales. Now, the reason why we do warm-up scales, if anyone can guess, put your notes down in the comments and I'll see what you say and I'll shout you out. But it's basically just to make sure that we're ready to sing and that we're not pushing ourselves too hard before we're ready. So if we do scales, we can start to try some of those notes out before we have to do a full verse or a full song. So today I'd like to do some vowel sounds because it's really important to learn, because it is hard. It's hard to do certain vowels. R tends to come out very well. We've got A, so that's ah, or A. E can be quite hard because you've got to stretch your mouth out quite a bit to do it. And then I, that can be quite, because you've got to reach your mouth down and up to do I. O, it's a different mouth shape, and U. So it's good to be able to do scales with all of those vowels to see which ones you feel good at and which ones you need to practice a bit more. So we'll start with R. Okay, so we're going to do that. And we're going to go up the scale. Do that again. Again. And again. One more time. Lovely. So that should be fairly nice and easy. We'll do it next with the E sound. So I'll do it first, and then you guys join. We'll do each one twice around so everyone's got a chance to join in. E, E, E. All right, going up. E, and again. E, E, E. One more time. E, E, Okay, let's try I. Let's do O. O. So it would be a bit like this. Oh. So a bit sliding, so it all comes together nice and smoothly when we're singing it. So it's oh. Oh, oh, oh. Do that again. Oh. Okay, well done for everyone out there who is trying it. It is a bit difficult, especially if you don't really sing or do warm-up exercises, but they are really, really useful. Even if it's just to prepare yourself for the day when you're waking up, prepare yourself for calls or any chats you're going to have with people. Warming up the voice is so important. So today we have a theme, and this whole week at ZArts we've got a theme, and it's outer space. So thinking about things and words to do with outer space before we get into the song of the day today, I'd like to see if we've got anyone watching who'd like to join in. What words make you think of space? Now I've got a few written down that we can try, but if you've got any, please feel free to add. So we've got moon. It makes me think of space outside, and you can see the moon sometimes from the earth. Star or stars. That's a good word. We see stars. The sun is a star. Sun is another word. Planet. Planet. Rocket. Ship. Gravity. That's a good word to do with space. If you can think of some of those words or note down some of the words that I did, a little task or challenge I'd like you to try after this is list down some words that you think about when you think of space, and then next to them list a word that rhymes with that word. Once you've got your pairs of words, then you can start thinking about a poem that you might want to make using those words, and that poem might lead on to a song, but we don't want to go too far yet. So if you can be at home and list some words that make you think of space, then list some rhyming words for those, put them together, make some sentences. For example, I think of the moon, it's round like a spoon. I travel far, I feel like a star. I like to have fun when I'm in the sun. There are some examples for you to try, and there's so many more that you can think of. I'm sure you've got your own creative, original ideas. And once you've got your little, maybe four sentence poem together, send it in to us, share it with us, and maybe it can be part of the competition that we're doing for some of the Z Art picks of the week. Right, so the song we're going to sing today is called Walking on the Moon, and it's by The Police. It's from back in the 80s, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's the late 80s, maybe the 90s, correct me if I'm wrong. And it's called Walking on the Moon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sing it to you first. Anyone who doesn't know it, this is your chance to listen in and try and understand it and try and get the melody. Once I've sang it, then you'll be able to, we'll go through the lyrics, and then I'll make sure that you guys can try and catch some of the lyrics. But remember, this is going to be recorded and you'll be able to watch it after on our YouTube channel. So if you don't catch everything now, that's absolutely fine. You can catch it later on. I'm just here to guide you. So let's start with my little performance before we get on to you guys. So listen carefully, take some notes if you like. So it's a reggae style song. Got quite a nice little long intro. You can hear different bits of percussion in there as well. Okay, we're in the groove now. Giant steps are what you take, walking on the moon. I hope my leg don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could be together, walking on the moon. Now you can tell walking on the moon repeats quite a lot, so that's quite nice and easy. One, two, three, four. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Feet don't hardly touch the ground, walking on the moon. My feet don't make no sound, walking on the moon. That's the chorus. Some may say, wishing my days away. No way. And if it's the price I pay, some say, tomorrow's another day. You stay, I may as well play. Okay. So those are the three main singing sections of the song, and that's all we're going to do today because that takes us to about 2.5 minutes, and that gives you something to work with. And the song basically repeats itself, so don't worry too much about trying to learn too many different parts. What I'll do is I'll read through the lyrics now, line by line, give you a chance to get an understanding of what the song is about, and a moment to kind of take in the lyrics. So it says, giant steps are what you take walking on the moon. I hope my legs don't break walking on the moon. We could walk forever walking on the moon. We could live together walking on the moon. Okay, then we've got a little break in between. And the second half of that verse is walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. feet don't hardly touch the ground, walking on the moon. My feet don't make no sound, walking on the moon. Now the chorus. Some may say, I'm wishing my days away, no way. And if it's the price I pay, some say, tomorrow's another day. You stay, I may as well play. Okay, so those are the lyrics. There's not too many and there's quite a lot of repetition, so it's easy to catch on to. It's a catchy song, it's a reggae song, it's got an easy beat to follow, and it's quite uplifting as well. It makes you think of outer space, and it's a metaphor, you know, for feeling good, walking on the moon. And maybe you guys can think about what kind of feelings that you feel if you were walking on the moon. How would you feel if you were walking on the moon? What do you guess it would be like? This is what this song is about, really. Okay, so let's see if you are willing to give it a go. We're going to sing it first a cappella. I'm going to sing it with you. We'll see how we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Giant steps are what you take, walking on the moon. I hope my legs don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could live together, walking on the moon. Okay, so repeat that same melody with different lyrics. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Feet they hardly touch the ground, walking on the moon. My feet don't make no sound, walking on the moon. Okay, so the chorus. Some may say, I'm wishing my days away, no way. And if it's the price I pay, some say, tomorrow's another day. You stay, I may as well play. Okay, so that's all we're getting up to for the song today. I hope you feel a bit more comfortable trying to sing the song a cappella with me, and then what you should do afterwards, when you feel like you've grasped it a little bit, is go onto YouTube and look for the karaoke version of Walking on the Moon and sing along to it. It's got the lyrics on there for you as well. Practice your singing, practice your breathing, making sure that when you're doing every line, you've got a big breath just before. So if I was doing this verse, we could walk forever, walking on the moon. So it's taking that really quick, short breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and sometimes in through the mouth, depending on how you're singing and what your technique is, to make sure that you can do the phrase and you can finish the sentence as best as you can. Right, so we've only got a few minutes left, and I think let's just sing the song together. Now we've broken it down a little bit. And some top tips for when you're singing are always smile. Always, it looks like you're enjoying it more, but also your voice comes out better. Make sure you've got a good posture when you're singing. You're not slouched like this or anything like that. You want to be able to fill your chest up with air and sing your lungs out, as they say. And also just having your mouth nice and wide and open. Don't be afraid to make those sounds, and to kind of make sure that you've got conviction when you're saying your words. It'll just all come out very much stronger. let's go from the start. Thank you for joining. Anyone who's joining now, this is your chance to sing. If you know the song, sing along, and if not, just watch. Now, if you are going to take part in the competition, this is a really good chance to take a little video of yourself or your parent or your adult or your carer. If it's just the adults doing it, then take videos of yourself doing it and see what happens. Giant steps are what you take, walking on the moon. I hope my leg don't break, walking on the moon. We could walk forever, walking on the moon. We could be together, walking on the moon. Verse 2. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. Feet don't hardly touch the ground, walking on the moon. My feet don't make no sound, walking on the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some may say I'm wishing my days away. No way. And if it's the price I pay, some say tomorrow's another day to stay. I may as well play. Yay! Thank you. Well done for everyone that's joined over the last half an hour. And if you've only just seen this, then we'll be putting it up on our YouTube channel very soon. Don't forget to take part in our Z-Arts Pick of the Week competition, where you can send in any of the exercises or videos of what you did from today's session, and it might be in for a chance of winning a prize. So please get in touch. Thank you. See you again next week, everyone. Bye.